What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today I want to make a video discussing Call of Duty Warzone. Recently, last week, we got Call of Duty Warzone. Now, I wasn't surprised because we did anticipate, this release date. But once it came into our hands, came into our screens, we got a hands-on with it. A lot of people do like this, but for one, I am not one of those people. Now, I'm not going to be downplaying this game because I still do have fun with this game. But I will admit that I am actually a little bit disappointed with it as a whole. Now, for one, it does seem to be taking a lot of familiar trends with Apex, obviously the spotting, but every BR game started to incorporate that. But the player count of 3-man squads is one thing I, kind of didn't like at all. Like, at first I was like, yo, I'm cool with this, but really with Call of Duty, I do really want that 4th man because gunfights are just so quick in this game, and your squad can just get wiped instantaneously. Like 3 people, it's not good for how the TTK works in BR. But yeah, I mean, overall, if you guys like Fortnite, Call of Duty Warzone will not be for you. I mean, you still might have fun with it, but Fortnite, if you like Fortnite for certain reasons, Call of Duty is not gonna stir your cup. Now, when it comes to Apex Legends, this is maybe, but if you, again, like me, are a massive diehard fan of Apex Legends, hopping over to Call of Duty and playing Warzone certainly will not, it will not likely become your go-to. And I think that's the identity of Call of Duty Warzone, is just something I have a hard time wrapping my head around. It's like, I need to be in the mood to play this game. Like, it's just, I have to be in a mood to play Call of Duty Battle Royale. Like, in my opinion, I do like Black Ops 4 a little bit more, and I think that's because of the, how fast people didn't die. I did like that little bit of a bullet sponge, but, yeah, I mean, in general, I'm going to talk about some good things, some bad things. So some good things are the fact that, graphically, it looks pretty damn good. Black Ops 4, maybe not so much, but Modern Warfare, Warzone, it looks phenomenal, given the facts of, player count and the whole 9. Now, another thing too, the map is fairly big, and it is pretty diverse. There is a good feeling of different areas and different regions without it, drastically looking different. Like, some points in Apex can look different on the map. Some points in Fortnite could look drastically different compared to others. This has an overall cohesive aesthetic to it, but at the same time giving vastly different styles of gameplay. So that is another good thing. Now, one good thing I do like is the buy stations. When it comes to ammo, kill streaks, armor, stuff like that, buying back your teammates, I do like that a lot. Now, I don't like the aspect of how lackluster they can be, and just some of the costs for certain things can be a little bit like the custom loadout. You can literally make your battle royale loadout, get a certain amount of money, call it in. You have your loadout, and that's one thing I don't like about it, but we're going to talk about that a little later. Another thing I do like about it is the gulag. I think the gulag for Battle Royale is exceptionally well. It is a brilliant idea that I never thought any other game could pull off, but with the incorporation of gunfight, and why I think gunfight is probably the best mode to play in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, embracing that mode and making it 1v1 in a gunfight map, it is just so perfect. And despite my frustrations with the loadouts, because it doesn't seem to have any randomness, or it is random but not random enough. I don't know, it's just the loadouts do aggravate me a little bit, but I do have a fun time with those one-on-ones. More gulag. I wish the gulag was more often. I mean, if you keep losing, or if you keep winning, I think you should be able to keep fighting your way back, but that's only if you win. Like, it's kind of like a tournament. Like, if you lose, I don't think you should be able to come back. I think it should reward winners, and they keep winning the gulag, to keep coming back. It just brings, when I face someone else in gulag, they most likely won their match. But yeah, this is my thoughts on the gulag. I do want to see it incorporated more than it is currently in Battle Royale. But yeah, now onto some negatives. There's no reasons to even be excited for guns in this game. Like in Apex, when you get a certain loadout, I'm excited for it. Oh, I got an R301. Oh, I got a Spitfire. Oh, I got a, triple take. Oh, I got, an R99, a G7 Scout, a Hemlock, a Flatline, a Prowler. Oh, but I need Select-a-Fire. There's certain mini goals when you look for guns in, Apex Legends. Same thing with Fortnite. You have the Scar. I mean, I'm going off some OG loadouts, so mind me if I'm not a little bit in tune with what's going on in Fortnite loadout wise. But you got the Scar, you got the shotguns, like, you know, you got sniper rifles. Like, these are sought out guns, and there's variety to them. And when it comes to, you know, Call of Duty, I mean, you could just call in a loadout. You can make a loadout if you already own Modern Warfare. You can have all the attachments on there you want, and yeah, you're good. There's no penalty to it, and you can do that instantaneously. And that just, for one, slows down the game. Two, it just makes guns not important at all. Like, guns are not important to find, and I think despite them trying to focus on fun, like just gunfights and killing and everything, it doesn't really suit the, you know, the variety of playing Battle Royale. It makes it, you know, stagnant, repetitive. And even after an hour of playing Warzone, I definitely felt like I can't play this game right now because it's just so stagnant and repetitive. And I don't like that when I play a game. Now on to something else. The TTK, I think, is my biggest issue, because if you're in a position in this game where you just get shot once, and let's say you just are not near a door or nothing, you cannot react. You're going to die if that person has decent aim, because the recoil is not insane in this game, and it's just going to be a melt and a down and a kill, and that's it. It's literally so infuriating. I've one time died, got redeployed, got killed while parachuting in, and it was just like, and I was on my gulag. Like, it was just so frustrating. And I do think just adding an extra 3 more bullets to a kill is going to help just the game feel so much better. But in general, I mean, overall, do I care too much about Warzone? The honest answer is no. I mean, is it a fun experience? Is it unique? And is it good to incorporate now with all of these other battle royales? Yeah, for sure. Is this your cup of tea? It's your cup of tea. For me, certainly not. Doesn't mean I'm not going to play it. But don't expect me to play it as much as I play Apex, because it just doesn't suit my desire for a battle royale. Even though battle royales I don't really like too much, but Apex Legends does, you know, click that connection with me with that genre. But yeah, that's all I have to say on the matter. Let me know what you guys think about battle royale. Let me know what you guys think about Call of Duty Warzone. Do you guys like it? Do you guys think it's the best out there, or you're like me that thinks it's a decent addition but nothing too crazy to go over? But yeah, I mean, also too, they made it free to play, which is great. I mean, that's a great move on Call of Duty's end. That's one last thing I want to talk about it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe for more for me. That's all I got for this one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.